What's happening, YouTube? Hippias here with a Total War Attila video for you. This will be the first one of this series. We're going to give it a shot and see how we do here. There'll be plenty more of this to come. We're going to do a grand campaign. Looking through the different factions here, you have the nomadic tribes. So the Huns are a possible faction. And then the White Huns. The Roman Empire, which I'm not interested in starting the game as, but we have Eastern Roman Empire and Western Roman Empire. We have the Eastern Empires, the Sassanid Empire, the Great Migrators, so the Suebians, the Vandals, the Alans, the Ostrogoths, and the Visigoths, the Barbarian Kingdoms, the Saxons, and the Franks. Norsemen, so we have the Danes, the Jutes, and the Geats. And then, of course, the Desert Kingdoms, we have the Lakhmids and the Garamantians. Apologize for that. Let's look at the Saxons. Maybe we can start as the Saxons. Distance from the heart of the Roman Empire. Cultural trait, their new kingdoms, faction trait, Saxon Shore. Start year 395 AD, I think that's pretty standard. Hard, you know what, we'll bring it down one notch just for the start of this campaign, see how it goes, see how we do. It's a new game to me. I was going through some of my old games and pulled back out Total War Rome 2. It got me interested in some of the newer ones out. This one is already like 3 years old, but never played it before, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Let's start the campaign. Pretty excited to see what kind of changes they have in this since Rome 2. Obviously, Rome 2 has so many mods out now that I doubt many people still play it vanilla. I'm sure Attila has so many mods out that not many people play it vanilla, but we will be for this campaign just to kind of get our feet wet and see what we like, see what we think about the new changes to the games. A little bit of a slow load time. I actually have the game on my hard drive instead of my SSD. I may change that soon.
The air was filled with smoke and blood. Rome was weak. The tribes grew in strength and number. Their roots went deep, and they felt the earth's blood pounding through the land.
We're going to skip through this. Obviously, you can pull the opening video up.
The South is in
YouTube.
turmoil, distracted by petty conflict and the westward migration of the Huns. Therefore, you should look elsewhere for opportunities. Rome has all but lost its grip on Britannia, ever threatened by Celtic aggression, so you should have no trouble establishing a presence there. A long cold creeping from the north is also driving its men into action. They are formidable warriors, and could pose a great threat should they raid or attempt to conquer the mainland. Better, perhaps, to take the fight to them instead. Fight, win, and prevail, so the Saxons can carve their place in the annals of history.
Okay, so opening mission issued. Chapter 1, Preparation. They made ready for war. So objectives here: survive until the following date, spring of 400. I'll have to check and see what the starting date is currently. I believe it was somewhere in the 200s. I'll have to take a look though. A new bonus objective has been added. That's this objective here: to survive until the spring of 400. And for that we get a reward of 2,000 gold added to the treasury. So we're here at Tuliferdum. Public order is not great. It's at 0, but looks to be on the rise. Our starting gold in the treasury is 7,000. We're currently creating 550 each turn. Go ahead and close our tutor here. So here's some things here. Our city currently is at stage 2 Imperium. Might as well check the faction
Influence is
tab.
gained through personal accolades such as
See what we've got
governorship
going
or
on.
appointment to political office, as well as achievements in battle. It may then be invested towards carrying out or reacting to political intrigues, meaning that a successful general...
Okay, sounds pretty standard. Guis is our faction leader. He's also a general. He's the High King, is what we'll call him. And his wife here, Frithuswith. Sorry. Let's take a look at her. Is she giving us any? Okay, so +2 to personal influence per turn, +2 integrity when the husband is commanding, and +1 to authority of her husband. So pretty good there. Son Sinred is a statesman. He's 22. His loyalty is maxed out 10 of 10. That's what this here is. Basically, how loyal they are to your faction. His wife, she gives personal influence of +1 per turn and +1 cunning to husband. Other son, this is the faction heir. Oh, didn't click on him. Is Attila. He's a statesman. You see there, it says he's the heir. His loyalty is 10 of 10 as well. He is currently 16 years old and has influence of 5. So we've got some work to do there. And then we have a daughter, a grandchild down here. We obviously want to try and get Attila married pretty quick, so we can continue creating people that are loyal to our family. Over here you can see other nobles and then candidates. So if we look here, we're already under family. Let's see. Currently, the power that we hold is 56%. It's pretty good to start. Looking around here, we can start to put these people into positions, make them companions. He may not be old enough yet. Yeah, required age is 18 and influence is 20, so he's going to be a little short on both of those. But this guy can be... He's the High King, so I don't think he can be. Okay. Look, that's for offices. Here's governors. Obviously, we want to have governors in place, so we'll put him. He was a statesman. Now he's going to be a governor. Maybe we should do this since he's a statesman. Maybe he should be the governor. I guess we're able to change that. Okay. So we got our governor. Nothing there. All right. Well, we'll back out to the map. I think we can issue an edict. Yeah, here. So you have might of 2, army recruitment capacity +1, religious influence +4, Germanic paganism, province to each region. Judgment of Wodan, research rate +2% for civic developments faction wide. Public order up to +4 bonus from presence of Germanic paganism. Warrior rights, research rate +2% for military developments faction wide. Unit experience +1 for all recruits in all provinces. Resettlement construction costs -10% province to each region. Growth +10. So I'm thinking that we might want to do the Judgment of Woden first, so that we can start to generate some positive public order, and also research rates be a little better. So my experience has been, in the beginning, the research gets rather important rather fast. I generally like to start with the civic side of things. The military is equally as important, but if you can't get an economy that's moving and prospering, then it's hard to have much of a military that's worth anything. So, looking at the map around us, like they suggested before, we can obviously go north and start taking out some of the Viking tribes. We can go west. Looks like over here I don't see what faction that is. Wonder if we have an agent. Is there an assassin or spy or something nearby? I guess not. We're not able to recruit yet,
Agents
I'm
are
sure.
recruited directly
Yeah.
from a province via the recruitment.
So, I have to wait till we can get that going. We'll need an agent though. So basically, we have this military here is our faction leader, our High King, Guis, we'll call him. Has the Saxon spears, several units of those. Nordic bands, extremely important, really good at melee light infantry. They don't do well, as you can see over here on the left side. Oh, sorry. You see on the left side, very poor armor piercing damage, very poor armor, low health. Probably more for skirmishing, kind of in and out. Probably have to be very strategic with such light infantry. We have 3 units of Nordic bows. Again, very poor armor, very poor missile block chance, and very poor armor piercing damage. So, Nordic brigands, excellent rate of fire, excellent capture power. So, probably capturing cities. These are the 2 units here you want to having the capture points to get the cities and have everyone else kind of running around, distracting or running interference so that you can capture. This military unit's going to be kind of hard starting off with. Luckily, I think we're mostly surrounded by other tribes. Otherwise, we might be in some trouble if we start going against like some Romans or something like that have heavy armor, etc. Oh, these are the Franks. That's how you just leave it there. I was moving it too much apparently. So those are the Franks. The Angles just north of us. Would sure like to capture a city right off the bat.
Ready for battle.
So let's go ahead and go after the Angles. We'll declare war on
When
them.
they join you in a war
like
target
that,
can be
but
designated for all your allies.
We're going to do it anyway. We're going to get it on.
States, etc.
Speed him up
Although
a little
there is
bit.
a chance they may not
Maybe
mobilize
we ran out of
against
movement space.
Over time,
looks like,
you may receive
maybe.
similar missions from your allies in return.
All right, thank you. So let's go ahead and end turn and see what we do on our next turn. I think so. It shows Western Roman Empire in red. I think that means we're at war with them. So you see also how the Angles ended up in red here. So we're at war with them. We just declared war on them. So the Angles have come out to meet us. So we will meet them on the battlefield. The auto-resolve chances showed that they had a mightier military than us. But we'll take our chances. Hopefully we'll be victorious. That way we can move on to their city and start to expand our wealth and economy. And then start to get our army built up so that we can move across the plains. Start capturing cities. Interesting to see how the battle techniques are used in the new game. Okay, alright. And so let's go ahead and start.
Make the best use of your missile unit.
Alright, go ahead next to him. Span over and look at what we're facing here. We're moving around a lot.
Enemy reinforcements have been spotted.
Enemy reinforcements are spotted. It's really cool. I really like these Total War games. The ability to strategize and play things on a grand scale, and then also to go down to the battlefield and really see, you know, face to face the battles and the challenges, and these games are just really cool for a really broad perspective on how things might have been a long time ago. I see the enemy reinforcements coming in over here. We're going to go ahead and concede defeat for now. Just kind of wanted to get in and see What's the battle look like? We'll obviously have to retreat. We'll get to doing the battles a little bit soon. Kind of want to get my feet wet with the game a little bit, with how it plays, etc. And then we'll start doing the battles. Obviously, Sasa defeat's going to show we defeated. We didn't lose any soldiers, any troops or anything. So we'll retreat back into our own land here.
Making camp.
It looks like they're going to pursue us. So we'll just auto-resolve, make that easy. We'll take an aggressive stance.
Your army has suffered casualties and requires fresh
That
recruits
turned
to
out to be a pretty
replenish
bad
troop
idea,
numbers.
so.
If an army is in a friendly province and not undertaking a forced march, unit replenishment will occur automatically.
So that obviously did not go our way. He killed our faction leader already. The High King is dead. The mantle of leadership has been passed. Long live the High King. Attila is now faction leader. Obviously, a lot went wrong on that particular turn. Little obstruction. When one is climbing the greasy pole, there is but one rule: hunt or be hunted. Your candidate has been blocked from office by your opponents. What will you do? So political favor is not an option, apparently. We can decree. Once appointed, Sinred companion. Influence is -15 for Esla. So Esla was our heir. Or we can forget it and we lose for it. He's not worth it. We have more important matters to attend to. And I can ignore the will of his warlord. Let's decree and just see what happens here. A lot went wrong there. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this video. Just really a test trial here. First video that I've done in this manner whatsoever. Kind of just wanting to take things for a test drive, kind of see how things work. Seems like everything's working really good. Records well. The sound quality is really good. Hopefully it will continue. Just wanted to kind of get my feet wet and see how this all goes. We'll continue to make notes of things that need to be improved on in the future. I think better desk setup is key, and longer USB cord from the microphone. Probably better headset also. But we'll continue to look at it, and we'll be back with the next episode very soon.